Hey, my name is Carrie Lawson, and for any of you that are watching, I just wanted to share my story with you a little bit and hopefully give you a message of hope and allow you to realize that maybe I've been in your shoes before if you're someone like me. Just a little bit about myself. I'm married and I'm a mom of 5 kids, all under the age of 9. And we have 2 biological boys, 2 adopted daughters, and we are in the process of adopting another little girl, which I can't wait until that's finished. So that's a little bit about me. I'm also on the side, I stay at home, but on the side, I'm also a real estate investor. So we stay pretty busy around here, as well as doing my Zija business full time, which I am obsessed with and I love. And that's why I'm doing this video. I want to let you know that I know what it's like to be in pain. I know what it's like to suffer for years and years and years with a lot of health issues. My story kind of just starts when I was younger. I've always been pretty sick my whole life and would pick up things very easily from an extremely weak immune system. But as I got later in life, I experienced a lot of health problems that I will save the time from going into, but became almost debilitated, honestly. The pain that I would experience was so intense, and the medications that I was on, I started about the age of 15, so a little over 20 years ago, and it was like this vicious cycle of just one medication and that one would stop working, so I would get put on another one for various things. And over time, my body started breaking down. I started having muscle deterioration. My inflammation levels in my body were extremely high, which also caused a lot of pain, as you can imagine. But the emotional internal struggle was just as deep. I was extremely depressed. I was angry. I felt like I had no hope. My doctors were really trying to help me and to get an answer, but they didn't really know either. And so we got to a point where it was just kind of maintenance. Felt like every 3 to 6 months when I would go to the doctor, something new would come up in my labs, or it was like not a surprise that my labs weren't changing. And I felt like I was getting worse. I found myself last year on 9 different medications. Some days it wasn't all 9. Other days it was. It was a lot for various different things, various health issues. But the worst part was that I really couldn't function anymore for my kids. And with 5 kids, I need to be on my feet a lot. And I need to stay active and I need to stay busy. And there were days where it was all I could do to function past 4 o'clock. Truly, my feet would it felt like I was walking on needles all day. And my back didn't really want to work anymore. And so at nighttime, it was really hard to put my kids to bed. I just would have to like grin and bear it, or just say goodnight downstairs and not even go upstairs because it was too hard. And my 6-year-old son would always pray for me. He would put his hands on my hips and say, "Mommy, I hope that God heals you, and I'm going to pray that you feel better." And sorry that it makes me emotional, but those were the moments when I realized just how much my kids were being affected by what I was going through. And as much as I wanted to give up because I felt so hopeless, I knew that there had to be an answer. And thankfully, at the end of January, I came across the most nutrient-dense botanical on earth from a company called Zija International that I am so thankful to be partnered with now. This plant, moringa oleifera, is their flagship product. And when I did my research, I was amazed to find that moringa has 36 anti-inflammatories, 46 antioxidants, all of your omega-3, 6, and 9s, and then 92 nutrients on top of it. And to be honest, I was skeptic. I felt like this is probably just another supplement company. So I did my research and I was really amazed by what I found, and I went for it. I dedicated to give myself 90 days to see a difference. 90 days for my body to start changing, 90 days for me to be just committed to something and see if it worked. I didn't have anything to lose. The worst I was gonna get was I would end up being completely bedridden. And so at this point, I had to give it a shot. I started on Supermix with Zija. at the 1st of February of 2016. And what I found in the first 4 to 6 weeks was so amazing. It was truly a miracle. I had more energy. I was just the mental clarity that I had. I was out of that brain fog and felt like I could function again. By about 6 weeks in, I noticed that my aches and pains and just the depth of what I was experiencing had lifted so much. I was able to function, and it just continued to get better. At the end of my first 3 months, I was only down to 2 to 3 medications at a time, and my doctors were floored, completely floored. After 4 months, my inflammation levels were normal, and just a lot of the pain and the issues that I was having were gone. I cannot say that this has completely cured me. I can't say that, but I can tell you my story. I know everyone's body is different. And for me, this has been a miracle. For me, this has been a huge answer to prayer. I do believe that God gave us plants for a reason to heal our body, and I am living proof of that. And I'm so thankful that I found Zija when I did. I'm off all medication for the first time in 20 years, and I'm happier than I've been in a long time. My family has completely changed. My physical abilities have changed. I can now go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week and recover really fast. I've built muscle faster than I ever have, really. And my body is just able to sustain so much more throughout the day. And my kids see it. They love that I can run and keep up with them and play with them. And I never set out to do this as a business, but it fell in my lap, and I feel like God has given me an open door to share hope with people that are hopeless, to let people know that you don't have to live in anger and depression and feel like no one has an answer, because I think maybe if we just look around, God's given us the resources that we need, and with help, and yes, even help with doctors. I'm not saying don't use them, because they're brilliant people, but we have to also look out for ourselves, and we have to do what we feel like is best for our bodies. So I just challenge you, and I encourage you to take back control of your health. Give your body something maybe you haven't tried before. Do your research if you have to. Reach out to the person that sent you this video and ask them for help. And if you need to get in contact with me, please feel free, because I'm on a mission to change lives, and I want people to know that there is hope out there, that you can feel better. You don't have to suffer in silence like I did for so long. There's just this awakening that I feel like has taken place in my body, and I'm so thankful that God's given me this opportunity to be able to share. And so I hope that somehow maybe this puts a smile on your face, maybe it gets you past that next slump in your day, and maybe you'll start doing your own research on Zija International and on Moringa oleifera, and just learn and educate yourself on the most nutrient-dense botanical on planet Earth. It's crazy how this thing is changing bodies. So I hope that you have a great day. I hope that whatever your goal is, if it's weight loss, if it's just more energy, if it's pain, if it's whatever it is, whatever you're struggling with, I hope that you find an answer, and I hope that you too can experience the joy and the healing and the restoration to your body like I have. Thanks for watching.